What's the world's strangest job that actually exists? I got fired from Target for eating expired yogurt from the dumpster. Manager caught me during my lunch break, said it was unsanitary and unprofessional. Like, sorry for being broke, Karen. Rent was due in 3 days, had $12 to my name, and my roommate was threatening to change the locks. Scrolling through Craigslist at 2 a.m., I found this weird posting. Professional line stander needed. 25-hour. Serious inquiries only. Figured it was some MLM scam, but desperation makes you stupid. Called the number anyway. This guy Marcus answers, sounds legit, explains the job. Rich people hire us to wait in lines for them. iPhone releases, concert tickets, exclusive restaurant reservations, whatever they're too important to do themselves. My first gig was standing outside some fancy bakery at 4 a.m. for celebrity birthday croissants. 8 hours in the cold for 6 pastries that probably cost more than my monthly grocery budget. Made $200 though, so I wasn't complaining. Client was this tech executive's assistant. She handed me a thermos of coffee and explicit instructions. Don't let anyone cut. Don't leave for bathroom breaks. These croissants are for Gwyneth Paltrow's birthday party. Standing there watching people in suits walk past to their actual jobs, I realized this was my life now. Professional line holder. But hey, it paid better than retail. Then the requests started getting weird. One billionaire hired me to stand at the DMV every single day for a month, not to get anything done, just to hold his theoretical spot in case he ever decided to renew his license. Never showed up once. I spent 30 days watching people renew registrations while getting paid to literally do nothing. Another client paid me $500 to wait in line at this trendy hot dog cart downtown. Order 2 dogs with everything, then immediately throw them in the trash. Turns out his ex-girlfriend worked there, and he wanted to waste her time and ingredients. Watched her face fall as I dumped perfectly good food. Felt like garbage, but $500 is $500. The jobs kept escalating. A pharmaceutical CEO hired me to stand in line at a medical marijuana dispensary for 6 hours. Not to buy anything, just to see what kind of people shop there. Creepy surveillance disguised as market research. Weirdest was this oil executive who hired 20 of us to create a massive voting line in some small Montana town. Election day, we all showed up at 6 a.m. and just stood there. Not voting, not registered in that district, just making the line look important. Local news crews arrived asking why voter turnout was so high. I told them, democracy is popular, I guess, while internally screaming. We made national headlines about rural voting enthusiasm. Complete lie, but we got paid. Marcus started giving me the premium clients, standing in line for Hamilton tickets that sold for thousands, waiting overnight for limited sneaker drops. Once spent 14 hours in line for a restaurant reservation, only to find out the client just wanted to cancel it and waste the table. I became Marcus's top performer. He'd text me at all hours with rush jobs, emergency line standing for Supreme drops, last-minute concert tickets, exclusive art gallery openings. My phone was constantly buzzing with coordinates and payment details. The money was incredible though. Some out-of-state gigs paid $1,000 plus travel expenses. I started recognizing other professional line standers at different locations. We'd nod at each other like some weird secret society of paid waiters. There was this whole underground network. Sarah specialized in tech releases. Mike handled restaurant lines. Jennifer covered government offices. We'd share tips about difficult clients and which locations had security that might kick us out. But it got to me eventually. Watching people with real jobs, real purposes, while I literally stood still for money. The worst part was seeing families in some of these lines. Parents waiting hours for their kids' school enrollment. Elderly people trying to get benefits, while I took up space for someone who could afford to pay me instead of showing up themselves. The breaking point came when that pharmaceutical CEO hired me for the children's cancer ward. He wanted me to stand in line with the families, timing how long treatments took, counting how many kids went in and out. Said it was for efficiency research. Looking at those parents' faces, holding their sick children, I realized some lines are sacred. I walked out that day. Marcus called me 12 times, said I was throwing away easy money, that I was his best employee, offered me a raise to $35 an hour, but I couldn't do it anymore. Now I work at a grocery store. Same pay as Target, but at least when I stock shelves, I'm not pretending someone else's time is more valuable than human dignity. Plus, they let me take home expired food.